He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson. Now Hall to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. On 3rd down, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillip. Big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be taken at the 13. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And right away he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it. Badgley's kick is good. And the Jets hit the mark first. It's 3-0.
So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards on the ground. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Hall again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Carter. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Flushed out right. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, nice route. Able to look it in and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. On play action, here's Tua. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tua now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua going to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. hands it off out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react. Let's go do this thing, baby.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called this number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it. Perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Wilson. Shifts by him. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to protest it.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 130 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff looking right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Wilson. He completes it to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. goes home. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
It's caught by OBJ. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Down to an Egos Tua, and that should just about do it.
Come on, set.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the...
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me.